per hour for the wind. North side of the Quad Cities. We've been talking about this for the last hour. Damage in the Quad Cities, inevitable, and that is now what we are looking at. So let's go ahead and look at that in the Quad Cities area. We're looking at so very strong winds. And Garrett, we've been talking for a little while as this storm was back off west of the Quad Cities. By the time the radar data got there, it was picking up stuff up above the ground. This measurement right here, 81 miles per hour, that is basically right at the Doppler radar site. So that's literally 100 feet above the ground, if even that. So again, we are looking at 80-mile-an-hour winds coming through the Quad Cities right now. Here, let's clear this off. Let's go back over to the reflectivity, and we're going to show you where the leading edge of that rain, and in a lot of cases, where the leading edge of the wind is. I want to point out, if you make any reports to the Quad Cities, they just mentioned that their phone lines went down, so we can report them using social media. Okay, that's a good tip there. And speaking of social media, if you lose power at home, grab us on Facebook, Local 4 News, WHCF TV. Also go to ourquadcities.com. We're streaming all of this coverage there. So if you lose the TV, if you lose the cable, if you lose the satellite, like I know a lot of people will, in that case, pull us up on your phone. Hopefully you got the phone charged up. We've been talking about that. But that's the way you'll be able to stay in touch with us. We'll be able to stay in touch with you. And once it's safe and you can safely get us some pictures or some video of some damage that might have taken place around your neighborhood, we'd like to see it. We'd like to show everybody else exactly what's going on. But we only want to see it if you can do it safely. That is the number one priority. That's the reason we said we're probably going to be on here for a couple of hours, is to keep everybody safe. And right now, we've been talking about how we'll be arriving in the Quad Cities between around 1:15 and 1:30. Garrett, it is here. Let's go for an even closer look at the leading edge here. Again, Eldridge right now near the National Weather Service Airport on the north side of the National Weather Service and the airport on the north side of the Quad Cities. Very strong winds. Rock Island, very strong winds. We've had multiple power surges here in the district. So far, so good. The lights are still on. Hopefully, that'll be the case. We'll have to see if the backup generator will take care of it. But again, this is what's happening right now in the Quad Cities. But zoom it back out a little bit. It's still moving 70 miles per hour. That's the line of storm. And it has winds that are 80 miles per hour. So I'll step off of the screen here just a little bit so Garrett can track this. But we are looking at, again, extensive wind damage likely for a large part of the area. Local mentioned too, Corey Martin, who was out there, we saw a video not too long ago, just reported he had a wind gust around 70 miles an hour out there. Noticed several large branches down. That was just south of DeWitt there. So yeah, just being aware of that. In terms of the timing here, now we have a track where you're still continuing to move off to the east at about 70 miles per hour there. LeClaire, you guys are probably feeling some of these winds already, trusting upon the seat in the next 5 minutes or so. Clinton in about 10 minutes as well. Pockets of town, probably within the next 20 minutes. If you want, you guys got about a half an hour to prepare for these storms to continue to work their way across the area. We call it Colby's video. Colby's video. He's driving around, and there, I wanted you to see that. There was some significant tree damage just back behind him there. Again, he's been into WIT. He reported to the National Weather Service 70, 75-mile-an-hour winds. There looks like a traffic light that might have been bent backwards there over on the right. So he is seeing some damage. We'll continue following this. Why don't we, for the time being, let's even leave Colby up as long as we have him here. I think that signal will come back here shortly. Let's leave him up in the double box. We can see the damage that he is seeing, and we'll see if he ends up coming back toward the Quad Cities. Because the damage is not just going to be in DeWitt. It's not just going to be in Eldridge. Not just going to be in Davenport or Rock Island or even Aledo. Everywhere along this line is going to have wind damage. Now, I'm not saying every single tree is going to go down or anything like that, but just about every single one of our hometowns here is going to have some kind of damage there. So everybody in the back, you guys can follow along with me if it looks like Colby's coming up on some damage. Just go ahead and put it up full screen, even if I'm talking about something else. Just cut me off and get right to it. Because again, I think that's important for everybody to see. We've also had a report that there was a semi blown over on its side near Muscatine. I believe that was along close to Highway 61. So again, just another example of some of the stuff that has happened or is happening here. So, and again, very strong winds, 70, 89, 90 miles per hour. That's stronger than that most recent hurricane that we talked about. Isaias, that had winds along the east coast of 80 and 85 miles per hour. We could be looking at winds that are even than that.